As riders, we've all heard that workouts can help us, and they do that by allowing us to gain strength. But is that really what we want? Strength is good, but what if we really want to gain power?
And also, what the hell is the difference between the two? Now here's the thing, they're not mutually exclusive. They do share some commonalities, and they are a little different. But there are some things that are going to help you as a rider when it comes to power. Interested?
The definition of strength is the quality or state of being physically strong, or to put it another way, the capacity for exertion. Power, on the other hand, could be defined as the ability to physically move an object from one spot to another as quickly as possible.
Okay, so strength means that you can lift something heavy or move something heavy, right? But power is what we're really after here. Because let's face it, you don't exactly have to pick up a car and move it 10 feet as a rider. That's not something we have to do. But what we do have to do as riders is we have to make small, fast, quick, just powerful adjustments on the bike to recorrect things, to make sure that we don't crash or to scrub a jump or to hit the right downhill section, whatever it is. And those things do require power.
Because as we ride the bike, any bike, we're constantly making these micro changes and sometimes even bigger changes to avoid crashing or even just to set a fast lap time. Having an increase in power, compared to just strength, allows us to have more control over the bike when we're riding, but also it assists us in building the aerobic capacity of the muscle, meaning we can do it more repetitively without tiring out so fast.
So a really good analogy or a really good example to use is just losing your balance or falling over. When we start to fall over, we don't just let ourselves fall and then do this like power squat out of the ground, right? When we start to lose our balance, we do something sudden and we do it quick to quickly correct that movement and stop ourselves. When you do that, you're using power. If we do like a squat off the ground when we're standing up, that's strength. Power are those quick, sudden adjustments, just like if you're gonna fall over.
So when it comes to your style of training, you might want to consider adding in more movements that will increase the power over the type that are typically thought to provide more strength.
Now I know what you're probably asking. You're saying, hey Mitch, okay, so if I'm building strength, don't I also build power? Or conversely, if I'm building power, don't I also build strength? And yeah, on some level, yeah, the two, like I said, they're not mutually exclusive. They do share some commonalities between them. But our body uses two different muscle fibers to do those movements. There's type 1, type 2, and type 2A muscle fibers, which have different functions within them. So the type 1 muscle fiber is something that you would use in like a really long road bike race, or maybe if you're running a marathon or something like that. They had a lot of endurance built into them. Whereas the type 2 and type 2A muscle fibers, they're meant for those quick, powerful reactional movements, but they also tire out very quickly, which is important when it comes to training those. You want to build their endurance, you want to build up their capacity, because as riders, we do that all the time, right? So as riders, it's important that we actually build up the capacity within those to help give us more gas in the tank when it comes to those power movements. Now in probably the next video or a video to come very, very soon, I'm going to show you some movements that you can do that are really easy, that are low cost to help you build up some power and just build on everything that I've talked about here. Nudge or gently rub up against that subscribe button for me. You know I appreciate it. We'll see you in the next video.